See, and in tonight's Minding Your Business report, we're talking tax time, and of course with that comes endless scams, and needless to say, there are plenty of people looking to make huge bucks off of very empty promises. And joining us with some news on how to protect ourselves is our financial expert, Burk Rosenthal. Thank you so much for being with us, Burk. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Now, when you say the word scam, it's pretty much all-encompassing. It's just kind of nebulous and very frightening, needless to say. What types of scams are we talking about here?
Well, Kenneth, every year at this time in tax season, the IRS publishes what they call their Dirty Dozen tax scams. And in fact, they just released the 2007 Dirty Dozen today. And the two I want to focus on this evening are tax preparation fraud and identity theft.
Really? Okay. Well, let's talk about that, because when you talk about, this is a very busy time for accountants and tax preparers all over the place. What should people be looking out for when it comes to finding someone to prepare their taxes?
Well, first I want to say most tax preparers are honest and ethical.
Okay.
The IRS warns us of the few that are not. And what you want to look for is what some of these professionals do is they will manipulate income figures or falsify deductions to try to boost that refund and attract more customers, thus more fees. So you want to be very careful. Check out the professional before you hire them, obviously. But then check your return. View the return. Review the return before you sign it and put it in the mail. Don't blindly drop that return in the mail. Just be aware of what's on it before you drop it.
Any credentials we should be checking for from people?
First of all, you want to make sure that the individual or the firm that you're working with has a reputation, has been around a while.
Gotcha.
You could check out the local CPA chapter, other professional organizations to check that individual out, definitely.
Well, something that's near and dear to my heart, unfortunately, is identity theft. Kind of going through a little bit of that myself right now. Exactly what can we do to protect ourselves, more importantly, before it ever happens?
Here's what the IRS warns us about. You never want to give out private information on the telephone or via email. But think about this. Someone calls you on the phone or you get an email claiming to be from an IRS employee and either promising a big refund you didn't know about or stating that you're under investigation for tax fraud. All of a sudden, your normal thinking cap, your normal thought processes may go out the window and you may not think straight. Just know that the IRS would rarely, if ever, call you or send you an email. That's typically not the way it would work. So and if they did, they wouldn't ask for private information.
Exactly. That seems very unusual, an unusual move for the IRS. Is there any types of questions that we should ask people who are coming to us on the phones or things for information?
Well, first of all, if they do ever call you, which, as I said, is extremely rare, it would only be to verify some small piece of information on your return, which you could grab your copy. You would know by what they're stating to you that they're looking at your return, and they're not going to ask you for private information. And if anybody does contact you, the first thing you want to do is turn around and contact the IRS directly. They have a department that's specifically for this to check out individuals to make sure they actually were legitimate. And in most cases, if they contacted you in those manners, they're not.
Well, that's actually very good news to know if the IRS then actually has some benefit and some help for you, as opposed to this time of the year when you're giving so much money to them and they seem like a big pain.
Oh, definitely.
They can actually be a very big benefit.
Definitely. And their website has great information, irs.gov. Another great website for identity theft is Federal Trade Commission website, ftc.gov. Great resources to pick up great information on protecting yourself.
Excellent. Burk Rosenthal, as always, we thank you. Good information to know as we head into tax season. And if you'd like more information on this particular subject or anything that's financial, make sure that you visit our website, TXA21TV.com, and we'll link you up with our man right here, our tax man, Burk Rosenthal.
Oh, you guys opened our eyes. Thank you so much.